Hey there, air signs. This is a full moon reading for the upcoming blue moon that is taking place on January 31st. So, this reading is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, uh, for sun, rising, and moon. So, if this is not resonating for you and you're watching and this is your sun sign, make sure you check out the readings for your moon or rising sign as well. Uh, just really quick, this coming up full moon on January 31st is pretty rare because it is a blue moon. A blue moon is when there are two full moons in 1 month. This does not happen very often. And what makes this also rare is that it is a super full moon and it is also a lunar eclipse. So there is going to be a lot of energy around this moon. And some of what I've been getting on this so far is that this might be an opportunity of second chances for people to, maybe kind of get a second go at things that maybe they didn't deal with in January's first full moon. Maybe things might come up again. You can maybe kind of have a redo. So, this reading hopefully will help you guys out and give you an idea of what is coming up for you. Remember, this is a general reading, so this may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, that's okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And again, this is for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And so if you're watching and that's your sun sign, check out your moon and rising signs as well. So the first card is what you should be letting go of during this period. And the card that comes up is the High Priestess. I'm trying to kind of hold these cards in a way that you can see them, but also you don't get the glare, and I have not quite mastered that yet, so bear with me on that. So we have the High Priestess in terms of what you should be letting go of. And, I feel like earth signs, or not earth signs, I'm sorry, air signs, I feel like you've been spending a lot of time thinking about a decision. Like, I feel like you've been thinking about something. And I pulled a clarifier and I got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like this is something that you feel like you've put a lot of effort into, and you've been kind of waiting for it to come into fruition. But that is what you have to let go of. Like you've really been very conscious of whatever this decision is. You've been, really patient and just, really thinking about what it is you want and how you want things to look, and setting your intentions. And it might sound kind of strange, but you have to let that go. It's almost like there's this indecisiveness, and I feel like the indecisiveness is because you feel like you have cultivated so much, you've put so much hard work and effort into this. You want to see what comes of it. But the next piece kind of answers for us why you need to let it go. The next card is what you need to be holding close to you. And what I'm getting from these cards in a nutshell is that you know already what decision you need to make. Like you really aren't, it isn't that you haven't made a decision. It's more that you are not sure about acting on it. And so I feel like what you need to hold close to is that you have made that decision, and you need to hold on to that. Um, so we have the King of Fire. And what this card is telling me is that you need to focus on what this decision is that you actually have made, and you need to communicate that decision. You need to take the lead. We have the Two of Earth, which is another card about making a decision. So that tells me, like, yes, this is about a decision. But then we have renewal, and this card is telling me that you have made a decision, and that that maybe you've decided to move into a new direction, and that but that this is something that's going to work out favorably for you. This decision is going to be something that's going to work out in your best interest. The clarifying card that I pulled here is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and what I'm getting with this is that this is something that this is shedding the old. This is letting go of an issue or letting go of a person. It's moving on from something. This card, though, can also indicate maybe some insecurity. Maybe you're not, you feel unsure about doing that. But this is, I feel like, this is something, it's indicating that this is what you need to hold on to, that you are, this is the right move for you. The next card that come up is something that you will be receiving. And the card that comes up here is the Empress. And so the Empress is a card of, abundance and your dreams coming true, and not so much your dreams coming true, but being able to give birth to your dreams and nurturing yourself and having, this is a card of, femininity coming, coming to power and coming to light. This is the birth of something. And I feel like something is going to start. I feel like the seeds are going to be planted of something. We have the Seven of Earth, and then we also have unity. And I do feel like there's going to be some sort of beginning of something that has to do with a commitment of something that is that's going to be very, very nurturing to you, very fulfilling. That is going to be something that it is able to bring about abundance, and it's going to take you on the path of what you really want in this life. The clarifying card I pulled here, though, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, and what I'm getting with this is that that a lack of self-confidence and maybe things not moving quickly could maybe hold you back. So, that's kind of where, like, the Seven of Earth comes in. The seeds are planted and the work is put in, but things maybe don't come to fruition really quickly. So don't get discouraged um, by things not moving as quickly as you think that they should. Let's see. The next card is kind of like the surroundings, the things that are around you in the world and how they affect you. And so something's going to be going on around you. And we have the Five of Water here. And the Five of Water is about things not turning out the way you hoped. And I feel like we have the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, I don't know. I have a New York accent, so I tend to say things a little differently, pronounce the A little harder than most people do. And I'm feeling like with this, and I feel like it relates back to this issue of what you will be receiving. I feel like your energy might be kind of low because it might not be coming out the way you want it to, because I feel like this has to do with a commitment and maybe things just not looking the way you thought they would look or looking the way you think they should look, because this is also a card about things looking a certain way, conforming to traditional ways, and and I feel like whatever is happening here, you might have a more traditional idea, and it's not to say like traditional in terms of old fashioned, but say this is a relationship, you might still have outdated ideas, and I don't mean that as a dig or an insult or anything, but you might have very specific ideas of what a relationship should look like, and it might not be turning out that way. You're wanting it to look a certain way, and it's not, and so this Five of Water is about things not turning out the way you hoped, and you're not seeing the positive. You're focusing on these cups that are broken and laying, instead of focusing on the two cups that are standing upright. And so that's what's going to be possibly going on around you. Now, the next card, this is interesting. It's what you should be giving to others. And, I'm feeling like this isn't just what you should be giving to others. I'm feeling like for some of you, this is possibly what you need to be giving yourself. We have the Queen of Water. So, the Queen of Water is, very intuitive, very nurturing, empathetic, and loving. But this is a card about needing to care for yourself and care for other people. And then we have the Hermit. So for some of you, this could be, if you're dealing with a Virgo, this might be something that is needed, what you need to be giving to that Virgo. But for others of you, this might be what you need to, give to yourself. But with the Hermit, this is about spending time by yourself, quiet reflection, meditation, going within. So for some of you, this might be a time of really taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, Um, and not so much meditating on, what do I do and what decision do I make, but meditating on the decision you already know, meditating on what is the best thing for me, what makes me feel good, things like that, but like really focusing on self-love. Um, in some cases, though, I do feel like, some of you are very empathic people, some of you are light workers. I feel like some of you are going to be, especially in this period, with intense lunar energy, your intuition is going to be heightened, and you may be realizing where the people are in your life that need some extra care, need a little extra TLC. Because the clarifying cards, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands. And so, this is a person who's, depressed and just can't see the future. They can't see, they're hopeless about the future and not able to see how things will work out for them. So, for some of you, this might be you, and needing to really give yourself some healing and some self-care and some nurturing. But for those of you who are picking that up in another individual, you might be able to give some assistance to an individual who's in this kind of a place. The final card is something that's going to be beginning for you. And the card that comes up is the Queen of Air. Sorry about the glare. I don't know how to make that better. And the Queen of Air is about clearing away things that no longer serve you. Being able to make decisions. So I feel like you are going to be able to make the best decision possible for yourself. You're going to be able to do what you need to do to move forward. You're going to clear away the things that are not helping you in your life. And the Queen of Air, is not, it's not a negative card. It's not a bad card. Sometimes people see the Queen of Air and they get, freaked out, they think it's the divorce card or something like that. And in some cases, yeah, it indicates a separation. But the Queen of Air is also a very independent, very realistic energy that has it together. So this is, and that's what I'm getting here, is that, you're moving into a place where you know what you need, you know what you want, and that's what you're going toward. And the clarifying card is the Knight of Pentacles. And so, this is movement and action. So clearing away the things that are not serving you, making the decision you need to make, is going to put you into this place where you can take the actions, make the movement toward your abundance, toward your dreams, toward your goals. And so what is the lesson that you'll be learning during this period? We have the Daring Dreamer. And the little message on the card here is change the way you see, not the way you look. And then I'm going to read you the message. that's in the book here. Let's see. Okay. You don't need to adjust your dreams to fit in with what others say is realistic, sensible, or practical. Why seek to limit the power of the universe with negative expectations? Be uncompromising with your heart wisdom. Listen to what it wants and yearns for, and believe that the universe has put those desires there and will show you every step to take to fulfill them. Do not allow someone else to make you feel like you should change who you are or what your heart truly yearns for. Not even a tiny bit, not even for one single second. So I feel like this card is really, ties the reading together beautifully, and is a really awesome lesson to be learning as this blue moon unfolds. So, air signs, I hope that this was a helpful reading for you. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I do love hearing your feedback and your comments. I try to reply to as many as I can, but I truly love hearing from everybody. So thank you so much for that. If you are interested in getting a personal reading from me, please check the description box below, and all of the information will be there. I am offering full moon readings this week only for $35. I'm only offering a limited number, only for a limited time, so the information is in the description box below on how to order. If the information is not there anymore, I'm not offering the readings anymore. I've either hit my limit or the time frame is over. So with that, please hit the button that's going to pop up to subscribe to my channel so you are updated when I upload my latest videos. And stay tuned for the coming up fire and water full moon readings. And I will see you guys soon when I post my next videos. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you soon.